Hello all, and welcome to the EuroQuity platform. In this video, we are going to look at how to operate the fundraising tab on the EuroQuity platform. Here we are on the EuroQuity companies. The companies that are on EuroQuity. Once you've created your company, you will have the option to open up your fundraising tab, and that will display this in English: "We raise funds." Little token that shows that you are currently in the process of fundraising, as is also shown here. Now, this is not immediately apparent or not immediately activated on your page. You'll have to go in and do this yourself manually. And since a lot of companies that are currently joining EuroQuity are doing so because they're hoping to get aid in raising funds, that is something that you would want to do. Now, in one of the previous videos, we talked about increasing your EuroQuity score, which in this case is 26 here. And one of the ways to do that is by making sure that your fundraising tab is live. Now, once it is, you'll have all the information that you choose to share, including the use of funds, the amount that you're looking for, a pitch deck that you can upload onto your page that investors can download it so that they can use it for their own ends. But the way to make your fundraising tab active is by going into the administration section of your page and clicking on the fundraising singular tab here, despite it saying otherwise. Now, you will see that in this case, the fundraising is published, and that's an important thing because unless you make sure that your status is published, it will not be visible to anyone else. Now, you might want to keep it invisible because you want to make sure that only appropriate people see it, and to do so, you can then unpublish if you inadvertently published it. However, for it to be visible to to investment funds or other people who you would want it to be visible to, such as us on the EuroQuity team, because sometimes we help companies go through pitching sessions, which are often, in fact, exclusively done when you're looking to raise funds. You would want that to be visible so that we can then share it on with members of our community who might be of interest to you. Now, so you would need to not click on the unpublish, but rather make sure that your version is published. Now, I don't want to show you any companies where that is unpublished because they might have it private for various reasons, and I, as a admin, can see it, but I wouldn't want to make that information public if it were not appropriate to have it be public. But those companies, if you don't see that your fundraising tab is active, might want to go check in the admin section whether or not you've published your fundraising. And so again, if you have a pitch deck, it's also very useful to have it put here. Now, I will finish this little presentation with one note. The artificial intelligence that we've let run loose on our page can access your fundraising information. And one of the reasons why you might want to make it private is because you only want to give access about your hopes of raising funds to the artificial intelligence data scraper so that it can provide that information on to investors who would be keen to be presented to you based on the information that they have put on their website. And you might want to make that private because you would only want the AI to see that and not have it be open to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that might waltz onto EuroQuity and decide to download pitch decks willy-nilly. And so if that's a concern to you, you can make it so that it's only visible by making it inactive, unpublished rather, and only visible to the AI robot that scrapes all the data on EuroQuity. Now, do note that we are GDPR compliant, and so that all of your data is kept in compliance to the GDPR, global data standards for reporting and something that the European Union has. What that actually consists of, I am not sure because I didn't read the thousands of pages of documentation, but it is known that we do comply with GDPR. And so with that, I would like to conclude the demonstrations of how to use the EuroQuity platform. And should you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to members of the EuroQuity team, and we'll be happy to take your call and give you any information that we think is relevant to you at the time. All right, then. Bye.